Hey Atlanta Kickball, this is Coach STEELE with Keep It STEELE. And today I am coming with you with another panel guest, and this time they are speaking on behalf of coaches. They are a dynamic duo. They've won many championships. They're good people, and one of them is my mentor. This motherfucker taught me everything I goddamn know. So you already know I am super excited about this podcast. And so I will not introduce them. I will allow them to introduce themselves. They would tell you their kickball name. They would tell you how long they've been coaching. And they will also let you know how many championships, or if in fact they have championships, and in what league they played in. Okay? So without further ado, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bam! Say hey, everybody.
What's up, Atlanta Kickball?
Hey, goddammit. Don't be shy now.
No, we ain't shy.
Okay, so I have the infamous two in the gold or the brown liquor that's coming up on your screen. That would be King Marcus, motherfucker King
Coach
Marcus,
King. Yes,
Coach
sir.
King. And then and the Savannah State colors was blue and orange. I don't know why I said Savannah State, but anyway, he's in the blue and orange, and he is King. He is Coach Shutdown, and Ali. Some people call him Ali. Some people call him Coach Shutdown. Some people just call him Shutdown altogether.
That man got a lot of names.
Yeah, he got a lot of names. You know, he got a lot of girlfriends and shit. You know what I'm saying? He got to put him in different names. You know, if you call me Ali, then you my main girl. And if you call me Shutdown, then you like my kickball girl. You know what I'm saying? If you call...
That boy got a lot of names.
He got a lot of names. He got a lot of names. So, okay, how about this, Ali? I'm getting to you first. Let everybody know who you are, what you're about, etc., etc.
All right, Ali Kareem. Some folks know me as Kareem. Shutdown City, kickball name, or Coach Shutdown. You know, I've been playing for a good little minute, coaching for a good little minute as well.
Come on, give us some dates. Give us some dates. I'm trying to document this shit.
I say 2013 when I started.
Okay, and who did you start with?
We actually started playing co-ed in Goombay.
Okay, you started playing first before coaching?
Yeah.
All right.
Playing, had to learn the game by playing. That's how you learn the game, by playing before
Okay.
you start coaching. But
When you
started
start
out at
coaching?
Goombay. When I started coaching, I say probably 2 years. 2 years after.
After that,
yeah,
2015?
just to get my feet wet.
Okay,
and
who you
then,
started coaching with?
I actually started coaching co-ed.
Okay.
JKI League.
Oh, yourself?
Yeah.
Oh,
Started
okay.
coaching my own team called the Comebacks.
Y'all won some championships.
Yes. Started coaching the Comebacks after coming from a team that I was playing with a couple years called the Coalition.
Okay.
Guy brought me on named Bo, Coach Bo.
Bo Borders?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
He the one
I
that
was like, he's
introduced
sexy
me
as fuck.
to-
I know I'm coming to watch kickball. I meant that shit.
But
Put
yeah.
that shit on record.
Too much. But yeah, Bo brought me in, started coaching, then got from under him, got my own team.
Okay.
At first I did that just, fun, family and friends, like, hey, y'all want to play? Because, just wanted to bring folks out.
That's right.
Just show them what it's all about. Really wasn't trying to be competitive.
Right.
Just something to do, get them out the house,
Right.
and just have fun with it. And I think probably a year after that, that's when I, started separating folks. I ain't want to do it. My folks, my family like that, but
Right.
they still to me today. They like, why you kick me off the
Yeah,
team?
yeah.
They
That's when
weren't
shit
kicking
got
off the
real. First
team.
it's like, let's just play for fun. Then you got your ass whooped like 19 times. You was like, fuck that. I got to get
It
some
wasn't
better
even that.
help.
It was just like, hey, I feel like we can actually compete with these folks.
Yeah.
We just got need some pieces.
Yeah.
And so
Like what
yeah,
I
it
just
was
said, he got his
kinda-
ass whooped. It's exactly what I just
But
said.
it was all good and love. Like, still want them on there, but just started to compete.
So how'd you get your name shut down?
I was actually playing like where we playing at Grant Park or somewhere,
Okay.
and just playing with some friends, and just it wasn't a lot of us, just playing pickup, rolling the ball, doing this, and before I know it, I just the area I was playing in, I say, this my city, ain't nothing getting past me.
Oh,
And hey, I shut
okay.
it down.
Okay, you shut
City.
down city. I fuck with
So
that.
that's how I got that.
That's how you got the name? All right, come on, King. Tell me a little bit about yourself now.
All right, Coach King. I started off coaching. Been playing, baseball all my life. So
Yeah.
when I got recruited by the team, they was just like,
What team?
I got recruited by actually Kick Astros. They
Really?
recruited me. Yeah, they recruited me.
Oh, wow.
They had just lost a coach or whatever. He was moving out of state, so they wanted to keep playing. So that we just they picked me up, and we just kept the ball rolling.
Oh, that
yeah.
is sexy.
Yeah, so we just kept going like that.
How'd you get your kickball name?
Kickball name is King. That's my last name. So with everything I do, I think I'm the king of everything.
Yeah. That's dope.
Being the king of kickball,
Yeah.
that's just me.
It's sexy as fuck when you have like a good last name.
Right, exactly. So
Yes.
That just rolled over to kickball, just king. Hey, that's me.
And so when did you start with the Kick Astros?
We started I started 2013.
And how long had they been around?
They've been around for 2 years before me.
So they were around 2011 when it started.
Yeah, they was. They started in 2011, and they were playing in I think it was AOK or something like that.
Yep.
So I think that's where they started off at. But
Okay. And so now I'm gonna put both of you in the frame, okay? And this question is now just for the two of you, all right? My question is, what was the hardest skill in kickball that you found most difficult to learn, because you had to first learn the skills before you could teach the skills? Skills are directional kicking, directional bunting, throwing, IQ. What kickball skill was most difficult for you before you had to start teaching it?
I say for me, definitely bunting.
Definitely bunting?
Yes, definitely bunting. Like, cause at the beginning when I first started playing co-ed,
Yes.
I couldn't kick or bunt.
Okay,
So,
that's right. I respect
was
your
one
honesty.
of the laughing stocks on my team, cause I couldn't do neither one. I just basically played defense. Oh, he could play. If you ain't good at one, you need to be good at the other.
That's right.
And
That's right.
So I was just good on defense, and I couldn't, bunt or
So how
kick.
did you master it?
Actually, one of the greats in the game, Coach Lowe.
Okay.
He taught me that. Like him and Amin taught it down to a science, and I mastered it, and I was able to teach it to the teams I was coaching.
Okay.
Like, especially.
So do you think that your bunt game from 2013 when you started up to 2020, you think your bunt game has evolved?
Oh, definitely. Like, and I'm teaching other folks. Like, I get calls from other teams.
Yeah.
Like, hey, can you, help us with
Okay.
that button? What you was telling us about, during the game. So breaking it down. So, folks call me up. Hey, can you,
Right.
teach my
You
girls?
definitely
I'm
think
like,
it's
yeah,
evolved.
if I got the time, go out there and help.
What about you, King? What was the hardest lesson for you to learn?
Just piggybacking off of Shutdown is that bunt. That bunt is hard as hell. When I first started, I was like, man, this kickball, we supposed to be kicking this motherfucker.
Right.
Fuck bunting, what y'all bunt? How you bunt a kickball? You know what I'm saying? So it was more of that bunt game. I still haven't perfected it, but when I had troubles in teaching my team how to do it,
Right.
that's when the recruiter Kareem was like,
Oh, you did?
yeah, I was like, hey, bro, come on with me. I just need you with me. Come help me teach my girls how to run, butt. You be the offensive
I love
coach.
it. I
And that's,
love it.
that's-
So you were like, hey, I need some help, and you
Yeah,
weren't shamed.
humble.
Right, you were very humble. Said, I need
Yeah.
some help. Let me go get some help.
Right.
I fuck with that. So while I have you in this frame, what was the hardest lesson that you had to learn as a coach? The hardest
All right,
lesson.
This shit is funny as hell. So when I first started, I was probably like 20. I was in my younger years
Okay.
of age, so my hardest lesson, I had a group of older ladies.
Right, right.
So I would go, like, it would be sometime where the girls would be everybody was mad. I would just be like, what the fuck is everybody mad for?
Right.
So I go home, I call my mom. I'm like, hey, mom, the kickball team, everybody fucking mad. What are they mad for? She was like, son, it's called PMS. Women, when you get a group of women together, that's what happened. Everybody gonna be in the same thing at the same time. Like, for real? So that was my biggest, just being honest, that was my biggest downfall. Like, when at that time, the whole team was at the same time, I was just like, you know what, y'all coach yourselves, y'all done, I'll be back. But I mean, just being honest, that was my biggest challenge in coaching, for real.
Okay, that was the hardest lesson you had to
hardest
learn?
lesson.
And then what was your strongest or your easiest lessons or your best lesson?
Well, just with being in kickball on a baseball diamond, the defense. Defense was very easy just because it's the same as baseball. You just have different components like a charger.
Right.
Where in baseball you don't have a charger, but you have a shortstop, so
Okay.
it's kind of the same thing. But it's just different defenses that you teach your team that
Right.
you can build on and
Right.
have different defenses where they all. It's easier for you to explain it to because you've been
Right.
doing it so long. So yeah.
Okay, so the game itself, the IQ of it was
Yeah.
easier for you to
Most definitely. Yeah.
adapt to and then also teach it.
Right.
Because you came from the
baseball
background.
diamond,
So you understood the concept. So it was easier to make champions and win championships because of that baseball background
Exactly.
and strategy.
Right.
Okay. Same question for you.
I say appreciate what you got.
That was the hardest lesson?
Yeah, the hardest lesson, like, everything don't last always.
Okay.
Like, appreciate the moment that you have it.
With those players?
Yeah, with those players. Because, like I said, they could be here 1 week,
Yeah.
1 season, and gone the next.
And gone the next season. I agree.
I mean,
That's very
how it be,
original.
like,
No one has given me that answer before.
Yeah, like I said, appreciate what you have. 'Cause like I said, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody always recruiting. Like I said, they see an opportunity.
That's
and
right.
They could take it away like, what happened? What happened? You doing that? Where's Waldo?
Right.
Like, well, I thought we was good. And,
Right,
you know, so I always cherish those moments.
So, if you were talking to your younger self, the 2013 younger self, what advice would you give your 2013 younger self to say, this is 2020, I'm still in the game, there's some things I think you need to know, or 1 or 2 things I think you need to know. What advice would you give your younger self about coaching?
Always, I would say, spread the love. Like,
Okay,
even
good
spread
answer.
the love, because even though everyone's out there trying to fight and trying to win, they always want to win. Like you never know what you could do for others best by, like, everybody want to keep stuff like, oh no, you're not getting this player.
Right.
Oh no, you're not getting it. Like,
Right.
if you got some advice to help somebody,
Right.
like, that could possibly help you in the long run, because you never know the stuff you might say to one player in a game, even though they're not playing for you, you competing against them, you trying to help them out.
Okay.
You want them to get better.
Okay, I
And
fuck with
because a
that.
lot of folks try to, like, oh no, I ain't teaching them now,
Right,
because I might
right.
end up playing before they know
Right.
it. But you never know the stuff that you did, it might get them to want to play for you later.
I fuck with
and
that.
Yeah, they might want to play for you later.
So you would
And-
tell your younger self, hey, even though they don't play for you, learn to help as many as possible.
Yeah, spread the love.
Spread the love. I got you. All right. What about you, King? Same question.
What would I tell my younger self?
What would you tell your younger self? If your younger self were standing in front of you at this moment, what would you think he would need to know about kickball and the game and the culture that he doesn't know at 2013?
Well, I would just say, learn everything I can, or just learn everything that you can when you have the opportunity to learn.
Okay.
Instead of trying to always compete, with
Right.
everything that you like. It's a kickball world for a reason. It's just not a kickball team, and you can't just
Right.
hold all your people to yourself. Just like Kareem said, just share the love and just
Share the
learn
love,
everything
that's
that you
right.
can, and just be open minded about everything. So that's what I can tell my younger
That's what she
self.
would say.
Yeah.
Well, put both of y'all in the same frame for right now. Let me share this. I'm gonna take that as a coach. One of the reasons why I asked this particular question because King Marcus had an impact on my life. And when I started coaching, I was asking a whole bunch of coaches a whole bunch of questions. And they would give me standard answers like, hey, dog, hey, shawty, you straight. Hey, just keep doing what you're doing. You know, it'll come to you, it'll come to you. And in a nutshell, that wasn't about shit. I didn't ask for a pep talk. You know, I wanted some concrete learning, some education. So King said, we were over at ODC, Cochran Park.
Yeah.
And he pulled me to the side because I asked him. And he said, look, let me tell you something right now. I'm going to tell you how to do this shit. You need to go around to every league and let these girls recognize you, who you are.
Yep.
You need to get the rules from every league, compare them, read them all, learn them all. You need to watch a lot of film and study the game over and over. And you need to learn how to recruit.
Yep.
And I never forgot that. And I told him that day, I'm going to make you proud. I said, I'm going to turn this motherfucker out. I'm going to make you proud. Because he was the only guy that I felt gave me something that was, that I could measure. That I could say, I wasn't doing those things, but now I'm going to start doing those things. He gave me something that I can measure. So I tell everybody that I fuck with in the kickball world that this motherfucker right here, King, he made me what I am today. Real talk. He made me what I am today. So I give all the love to this motherfucker. We straight, King?
Yeah, you already know STEELE.
Did I make you proud? Am I making you proud, King?
Your ass got them turning up. Everybody know STEELE now. You can't come to the Atlanta kickball and not know STEELE. You got to know this one.
You got to know STEELE, right?
Yeah,
That's right.
definitely.
And so, because I wanted to be treated as an equal,
Yeah.
okay? Most men want you to come in, oh, Lord Jesus, can you just help me out? And then he wants to come to your practice, you know, hit his hand in his chest and beat his chest and then want to tell everybody, I taught her. And I don't want to be the docile, humble, weak, submissive. I wanted to be the coach's equal. And I wanted to come in as an equal. And I wanted to show the Atlanta culture that there are not a lot of women out here coaching, but I'm going to be one, and I'm going to be one of force.
Right.
And I'm going to show y'all. And I'm going to also show you that we don't need men coaches. So I coach by myself with no assistant coaches because we got this. And I believe in girl power. And anybody know anything about me, that's all I talk about right now is girl power. Because I want to show everybody that you can do it. I can do it. And so can you. What do you think, Ali? Girl power, is that what I do?
Yeah, that's what you do all day, every day.
All day, every day. And I've had plenty of men coaches ask to be my assistant. I'm like, fuck no. I'm going to get you out my dugout, okay? Because once you get in my dugout, you fuck my dugout. And I don't want you to fuck my dugout. Long dick nigga. That's what I said.
Get him out of there.
Get him out my dugout. And fuck me. Me on the dugout all the way. I forgot about me, y'all.
Right.
And I didn't want that in my dugout. I just wanted wholesome kickball. Okay? But enough talk of me. My last question to you is this. What advice would you give either a new coach or a struggling coach? Two separate things. And the reason why I'm saying this is because when you're a new coach, like how I was, it's so much that you don't know. So you may give the new coach advice A. But a struggling coach may have been coaching 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, but they still can't get over that hump. So what advice would you give a new coach? And then what advice would you give a struggling coach? Anybody just jump in.
Well, for a new coach, what I would give them is like same thing, just learn the game. Once you learn the game, then you can recruit and plug in how you want to plug in.
Okay.
You learn the game on how many players are on the field, or what's the bunt line, or what's the charge line, so you'll know you need somebody fast on the charge line for your better recruiting.
Right.
Things of that nature. Somebody for first base, somebody that got to catch, you got to recruit. You can't have somebody over there that can't catch, but for a new coach, you need to learn the game. Once you learn the game, then you can perfect the game. So that's very, very big for a new coach. For a struggling coach, what I would say is recruiting.
Okay.
Recruiting. It's big about recruiting, and it's kind of big about teaching as well.
Okay.
When it comes to teaching, you gotta once again learn the game, because if you don't know the game, you can't teach the game.
Okay.
You can't teach IQ if you don't have IQ.
Okay.
There's been plenty of times where I've beat a coach in a championship game because of my IQ.
Right.
And I had ladies that didn't have any kind of skill set.
Right.
But my IQ beat them in the championship game.
They got out coached.
Right. They got out coached. So it's just a strategy and recruiting, but that's about it. What you think?
I would say struggling coach.
Okay.
With a struggling coach, I definitely say evaluate yourself. You've been in the game, 3 years, and you still ain't, ain't had no success. But in the end of the day, with failure comes success. All right, so you have to fail in order to be successful. So you can look at all the failures that you done had through those seasons that you had, and look at it like, okay, I can't make this same mistake, and you're gonna learn from those failures. And you learn from those failures. Trouble don't last always.
Trouble don't last always?
Yeah,
Okay.
Trouble don't last always. So success is gonna happen. So just keep that in mind. It's going to happen. You just got to keep grinding and grinding and grinding, and don't give up. Because a lot of folks say, oh, I'm not winning, and don't give up, because you might have a group of loyal people to your team, and they don't want to give up. They ain't gave up on you. You don't give up on them. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen?
Just reevaluate yourself, keep grinding, and try to, branch off and try to learn from somebody else, because that's why we all here as a community to help one out.
Right.
And I say for a new coach, piggyback what King said, learn your craft. And then, not everybody has success in the beginning.
Right.
Because, I know I did it in the beginning. I had to take them L's.
That's right.
And learn from it as a new coach. And hey, what do you think I'm doing wrong? And Ashley, even, I'll say who first one? Lowe.
Yes.
Coach Lowe, he actually saw my team and said, hey, you got a good team. You just need some pieces to actually get you over there hump.
Get you over the hump. That's right.
You know, saying that with my co-heads. You just need some pieces to get you over there hump. Once you get those pieces, you're going to be all right.
You're going to be all right.
I took that in stride and ran with it.
Well, that is key. One thing you said that was key that I want to point out is that most men don't like to ask for help. Their pride get in the way. Okay? So when you said you went and asked for help, once you ask for the help, you also have to be willing to receive the answer that's coming back your way. So I think struggling coaches and new coaches, don't be afraid to ask for help. And don't be afraid to ask for help from the winning coaches. Stop asking your buddy coach when he losing just as many games you losing.
Y'all got a losing strategy.
Right? Yeah, like shit. Y'all got to ask coaches that's really winning and ask them from a genuine point of view, man, what am I doing? And be ready to receive their answer, because most of the time, in my opinion, from my observation on the outside looking in, it's the coach and his decision making. And he's hell-bent on doing it XYZ way, and that's just not the way to go. And every time you do it XYZ way, you haven't learned that it doesn't work, and that's why you keep losing. And in a nutshell, I'm going to say this. Stop playing your damn wives, your girlfriends, and your church mate and shit, and then get mad because you're not winning. Like, you got to start putting people in the right places. Okay? And if you're not willing to make that one particular tough decision, because your good girls are going to leave you, because you've been so loyal to your wife and your girlfriend and your church mate and your sister, Okay, the good girls you do have, they're gonna leave you because they're gonna say, Coach, we keep asking you for help, and you're not going to go get us no help. And every time you come back with Sister Teresa, and what the fuck she gonna do? But cook cornbread and mac and cheese after the game is over. You got to go get better help.
Yeah.
Okay, what you think? What you think, mentor?
Yeah, that's right. You're right. Y'all better listen to Coach Steele, man. She got the blueprint now.
I got the blueprint.
Got the blueprint, yeah.
So this is going to end our first segment of the Keep It Still with King and Shutdown. Say bye, everybody.
All right, Atlanta.
Bye.
Kickball.